Hi, this is Dr. Subhatra. In today's session, I am going to discuss about the non-destructive testing of concrete. Non-destructive testing is a analyzing technique used to evaluate the properties of material, component or system without causing any damage. We can also call that non-destructive testing as non-destructive examination or non-destructive inspection or non-destructive evaluation. These are the commonly used terms for this non-destructive testing. The main thing what we have to notice, without causing any damage, we are testing that material. That is an important point we have to note here. So it is a method of testing the existing concrete structures to assess the strength and durability of concrete structures. This non-destructive testing is not only used for the civil field, it is also used in various fields like forensic engineering, petroleum engineering, mechanical engineering, electrical, aeronautical, medicine. Okay, in various fields they are using this non-destructive testing. In non-destructive testing, without loading the specimen to failure, we can measure the strength of the concrete. Nowadays, it has become a part of the quality control process. This method helps us to navigate or to investigate crack depth, micro cracks and deterioration of concrete. All the damages in the initial stage itself, we'll be able to find out how far the damage has occurred. Whether we are able to repair that or not, we can analyze that. And the main thing is we don't want to destruct the membrane. We can go to the field and we can do the testings there itself. We don't require any laboratory setup. It requires skilled and experienced person. So conducting the experiments is easy, but interpretation of the results needs more skill. So experienced persons are needed for conducting this non-destructive test. So this is an example of non-destructive test. It is actually the rebound hammer. This is one of the method. What is the purpose of this non-destructive testing? To estimate the in situ compressive strength, uniformity, quality and homogeneity. Identifying the areas of low integrity, detection of the presence of imperfections, monitoring the changes in the structure of the concrete. If there is any small changes, we'll be able to monitor. Then the reinforcement steel, whether it has been corroded or not, how far the carbonation has taken place, sulfate attack, chloride attack, alkali attack, whatever changes have happened, we can find out using this non-destructive test. We'll be able to measure the elastic modulus. Okay, what is the stress, strain, okay, everything we'll be able to find. What is the condition of grouting in a pre-stressed cable ducts? Usually we'll be doing the pre-stressing techniques and the cable ducts have to be grouted to make it as a single piece, to develop the bond and to transfer the stress from inner steel portion to the external surrounding area. So that grouting condition we can analyze by means of this non-destructive testing. What are the different methods available in NDT? Only few are described here. Penetration method, rebound hammer, pull-out test, ultrasonic pulse velocity method, radioactive method. In today's class, we'll see about the penetration method. So penetration test of the concrete, it consists of, this is the apparatus actually, what the man is holding on the wall. Okay, this is the penetration test apparatus. The Windsor probe is generally considered to be the best means of testing penetration. The equipment consists of a powder activated gun or driver. Hardened alloy probes are there. Loaded cartridges are there. A depth gauge for measuring the penetration of probe and other related equipment. A probe which has the diameter of 6.5 mm and length 8 cm is driven into the concrete by means of a precision powder charge. The depth of penetration will indicate the compressive strength of the concrete. Although calibration charts are provided by the manufacturer, the instrument should be calibrated before using before using at every place, depending upon the type and size of aggregate used there. Okay, so based upon the size of aggregate and type of aggregate, we have to calibrate the instrument, and then we have to use the penetration test. So this is the penetration test what a person is conducting there. What are the benefits and limitations of these tests? The test produces quite variable results. Okay, and it will not give an accurate value of the concrete strength. Only approximately it will give you. This is the limitation of this test. And the other benefits are it can be done in a very quick manner to check the quality, and we can perform this test in situ also. And it provides a means of assessing the strength development with curing also. Okay, and with only minor patching of holes we can conduct this test, and after that we can seal that exposed faces. So this is about the benefits, and one of the major limitation is it will not give the accurate value of the strength. It will give only approximate value. So this is the benefit and limitation of penetration test of concrete. Thank you.